Here we go! The episode begins in a dirty little village. This vulgar woman is burping in a bar, and then she tells a guy that he has a small penis. Everybody in this bar is just filthy and gross. Vulgar woman walks over to another woman who looks kind of familiar and starts complaining that this woman's baby woke her up. Oh, it's Heavyset Guy's wife. Where's Heavyset Guy? Vulgar woman threatens to hurt the baby if it doesn't stay quiet in the future. Then Heavyset Guy's wife hears something outside. We see a guy who is filling a bucket at a well get his throat slit. What the heck? Redbeard is here and he's just going around killing people. I thought he was a good guy. This group marches through town killing people, and then they go into the bar and kill everybody in there. It seems like they might be looking for something. Or someone. Or maybe they just like killing people. This lady is an absolute savage and just kills everyone in her path. And then she hears the baby crying. Savage Lady pulls a curtain and sees Heavyset Guy's wife with the baby. Instead of killing them though, Savage Lady tells the baby to be quiet and leaves them alone. Then we cut to Heavyset Guy, and he's sitting with Bastard King. Heavyset Guy is upset because he found out that his wife's village got raided, and he thinks that she got killed. Bastard King and the rest of Heavyset Guy's friends try to convince him that his wife and his baby are okay. Bastard King is worried that the group that raided the dirty village will be coming for them next. Apparently there's over 100,000 people in that army, and there's only 100 people in Bastard King's army. So whose army is raiding all of the villages? Is Redbeard the leader of the army? And who is he? Also, it doesn't seem like Bastard King is a king yet. He just seems like one of the guys. We cut to a bunch of guys with short hair swimming in a river. This one guy is super horny, I guess, because he keeps staring at biracial Emma Watson, who is naked and washing her clothes. He keeps staring at her even after he gets caught. Eventually, biracial Emma Watson covers up her no-no parts and horny dude swims away in shame. We cut to biracial Emma Watson telling Legolas Queen what happened. Legolas Queen is like, none of these guys care about what's under our clothes. And biracial Emma Watson is like, girl, trust me, this dude was horny as all heck. But then Legolas Queen reveals that those guys in the river don't have penises. Oh, okay, I think I get this. So, Legolas Queen freed a bunch of slaves. She freed biracial Emma Watson from her slave island, I'm pretty sure. And she also freed these guys who were in the river. And the guys that were in the river, when they became slaves, the slavers, the men that enslaved them, castrated them. So none of those guys in the river have penises. And they go on to make the penisless army of season 7. Right? Legolas Queen asks if the slavers chopped off the slave's penis and testicles when they castrated them. Biracial Emma Watson is like, I don't know, but I want to find out. So biracial Emma Watson walks outside, and horny dude comes up and apologizes to her for creeping on her in the river. It turns out that biracial Emma Watson is giving English lessons to horny dude, which sounds just like the beginning of a porno. Horny dude says that he is the leader of the penisless army. Biracial Emma Watson says that she is glad he looked at her while she was naked, and horny dude says that he is too. These two are gonna have some very interesting penisless sex pretty soon. We cut to a huge army, and Green-Eyed Guy is being told by this guy with angry eyes that his new name is Reek. I guess Green-Eyed Guy is being held prisoner by Angry Eyes, and he's going on some mission for him. And the mission is to ride a horse up to a castle with a white flag. Green-Eyed Guy gets inside and talks to a guy with scabs on his head. Green-Eyed Guy says that he is their prince, and he was taken captive by Angry Eyes. He then tells Scabhead to abandon the fortress and surrender to Angry Eyes. Scabhead spits on Green-Eyed Guy's face and tells him he'll never surrender. Then Green-Eyed Guy starts having a weird breakdown and says, I am Reek, over and over again. Then this big burly guy kills Scabhead, and he's like, so if we surrender we get to live, right? And Green-Eyed Guy promises him that he'll be safe. But then we immediately cut to big burly guy dead with spears in his neck. Angry Eyes is a jerk. We cut to the rat assistant getting yelled at by this group of old people. Rat assistant married a woman, and then just a couple days later she killed herself. But these people think that rat assistant killed his wife, so they bring in red-haired queen to testify as a witness. Red-haired queen says that rat assistant is her uncle, and she lies about her name. Red-haired queen, don't lie for this guy, he's a rat! But then red-haired queen tells the people her real name and says that all of rat assistant's lies have been to protect her. She explains that ever since Papa Stark got killed, she's been a hostage of short-haired queen. Whoa! Red-haired queen says that short-haired queen's family forced her to marry Peter Dinklage. She says that rat assistant smuggled her away to be with her aunt, who is the woman that committed suicide. So red-haired queen technically is rat assistant's niece. Red-haired queen explains that her aunt was always a jealous woman, and she saw Rat Assistant give Red-Haired Queen a kiss on the cheek, and that made her kill herself. But then Red-Haired Queen gives Rat Assistant a look as if she just lied about all that. Red-Haired Queen is a very good actress if all that was made up. Then Rat Assistant tells these people that the son of the woman that committed suicide needs to be in charge. Apparently this kid breastfed until he was 10 years old, so he's kinda weird, but Rat Assistant wants to take him under his wing. We cut to a little boy giving a gray-haired man a note. He reads the note, and whatever it says makes him look up dramatically. Scar Guy is looking at a map when gray-haired man comes in and gives him the note. The note is a royal pardon because Scar Guy spied on somebody. They keep talking about the girl that he spied on, but they never use her name, so I don't know who it is. But gray-haired man is really mad that Scar Guy spied on her. We cut to Scar Guy approaching Legolas Queen, and Legolas Queen asks Scar Guy why he got pardoned. Yeah, Legolas Queen, great question. Oh, wow. Scar Guy was feeding information about Legolas Queen to Short-Haired Queen's family, and it led to a bunch of assassination attempts on Legolas Queen. Legolas Queen is super mad at Scar Guy. Scar Guy tells her that he loves her, but Legolas Queen tells him to get out of her city or she'll kill him. I thought Scar Guy was a good guy. Everybody is so weird in this season. We cut to Angry Eyes trying to impress his dad with a scarf. His dad says that he is the Warden of the North, but I thought that the Starks were in charge of the North. Why isn't Bastard King the king right now? The dad gives Angry Eyes a document that says he is officially his son. What? I could not have any less of an idea of what is happening in this storyline, but I'm gonna try anyways. Green-Eyed Guy was taken prisoner by Angry Eyes, that is for sure. Angry Eyes' dad must have killed whatever Stark was in power of the North to take it over. He probably killed Sexy Jawline Guy. And then Angry Eyes is brainwashing Green-Eyed Guy to make him think that his name is Reek, and it's kind of making him crazy. How much of that did I get wrong? We cut to the Rat Assistant talking to Red-Haired Queen. Red-Haired Queen tells him that she helped him to protect herself, and then Rat Assistant acts super creepy, as usual. We cut to young sad girl talking to the Hound about killing people. Short-Haired Queen's blonde son just died from somebody poisoning him, and both of them think that he deserved it. The Hound tells young sad girl that he's gonna get a reward for bringing her to her aunt. I'm assuming neither of them know about her aunt's death yet. A guard stops them, and when the Hound says who young sad girl is, the guard tells them that her aunt is dead. And there goes all the Hound's reward money. For some reason, young sad girl laughs really hard after hearing that her aunt is dead. We cut to the Rat Assistant talking to the dead aunt's son. Then Red-Haired Queen shows up, and it really seems like Rat Assistant has a crush on her, and the Red-Haired Queen kind of likes it. This is so gross and weird. We cut to Peter Dinklage and Handsome Man in Armor sitting in a jail cell. Peter Dinklage explains that there will be a trial by combat, where Peter Dinklage will have somebody fight for him, and if he wins, Peter Dinklage will be free. Peter Dinklage is in jail because he killed Short-Haired Queen's son, who was the king, and so if his fighter loses the trial by combat, Peter Dinklage will be executed. Peter Dinklage and Handsome Man in Armor are getting along really well. They're just acting like brothers. I'm assuming Handsome Man in Armor is just visiting his brother and isn't actually in jail himself. Peter Dinklage talks about a cousin of theirs who is obsessed with killing beetles. He seriously goes on and on about this for like 4 minutes. The beetle cousin must represent something that I don't understand. Then some bell rings outside and Handsome Man in Armor gets up and leaves. Peter Dinklage is brought outside and we see his fighter. He's a dreamy guy with an accent and he's acting really confident that he's gonna win the fight. Then we see who he's gonna be fighting. And I'm pretty sure it's Shaq from season 7. Dreamy Guy does some crazy tricks to impress the crowd, and then the fight starts. Dreamy Guy accuses Shaq of raping and killing his sister, and he says that he came here to get a confession from Shaq and kill him. Shaq starts winning the fight. He knocks Dreamy Guy down a couple times, but then Dreamy Guy gets mad and starts destroying Shaq. Dreamy Guy jumps on top of Shaq and stabs him. Handsome Man in Armor looks happy that Peter Dinklage will be spared. Dreamy Guy keeps trying to get Shaq to confess to raping and murdering his sister, but then Shaq grabs him. He punches all of Dreamy Guy's teeth out and starts pushing his thumbs into his eyes. He says that he did rape and kill Dreamy Guy's sister, and then he squeezes Dreamy Guy's head so hard that it explodes. Listen, I'm not a doctor, but that seems insane. Short-Haired Queen smiles, and then this guy who I'm assuming is Short-Haired Queen's dad gets up and sentences Peter Dinklage to death. And then the episode ends. Whoa, okay. So, obviously we know that Peter Dinklage doesn't die, because we see him again in season 7. So this must be the time when Peter Dinklage kills his dad and runs away to be with Legolas Queen. I'd say I was confused by about 75% of that episode. I just don't get what anyone is doing. Why is Redbeard running around killing people? What is Bastard King doing? Why is he hanging out with Heavyset Guy? Why is Red-Haired Queen lying to help out Rat Assistant? And are they gonna hook up? Because it seems like they might hook up and it's really gross. And also, what's going on with Green-Eyed Guy? He's brainwashed, and acting super weird. The only characters that are acting pretty much the same as I'm used to are Handsome Man in Armor, Peter Dinklage, and Short-Haired Queen. So that family is normal. Everybody else is just everywhere doing crazy stuff that I don't understand. Everything is so completely different. Like, I've seen season 1, episode 1, understood that, things were fine. I've seen season 7, episode 7, and I think I understood that. I was a little lost, but I got most of it. But now, right in the middle of the series, everything is just completely different. I don't know what's going on. I don't know how we're gonna get from where we are now to the end. Bastard King isn't even a king yet, I don't think. I honestly can't wait to watch another episode to see if it helps me figure out what I just watched. Go ahead and leave me some comments about what episode I should watch next, and whatever one gets voted up the most will be the one that I watch. I love how much thought you guys are putting into this. I'm so confused. I'm so thoroughly confused. And I really hope the next episode clears some stuff up, but I also kind of hope it just makes me more confused, because this is a blast. Okay, bye!